So we came all the way here to London for Waxstock, and we thought it wouldn't be a trip to the UK without stopping up here in Lincolnshire to visit Jim, because we didn't get to last time.
No, so, sure. No, we've spoken several times on Skype and Waxstock, of course, last year in person.
And this is everything I hoped it would be. What I like is that this is it's not a very big shop.
No.
And you're off the beaten path, which is my favorite thing because I like to zone out and not be bothered when I'm working.
Yeah, I know that thing. Yeah, it's very, very rare we get a knock on the door because it's invitation only, it's appointment only. Customers are met in the car park on their phone. I'll walk around, invite them through. You'd think we're missing out on passing trade and it's a bad location for logistics and transport, but it's proven in the last 2 or 3 years. People will travel. People will find us to transport cars wherever for the right job.
That's awesome. How long have you been here?
Moved into this new build 2014. I moved in February 2015.
Nice.
But it's just the perfect scenario, perfect space. It's nice.
And it's just you and Terry.
It is, yeah. The two of us, Terry's been with me for just over 2 years now. There's scope for more work, but there's a bay next door, a ramp there, more detail through next door. I don't want it.
I will tell you, it's a headache. Sure. At the height of my shop, I had 7 guys, and it's trying to manage personalities and trying to manage just overall space, because you start getting elbow to elbow with too many people and it starts getting frustrating. So you have a really nice setup for the two of you to be working in. I really like it.
Manageable. So yeah, some vehicles will start Monday morning first thing and we'll on them till Sunday morning. Sometimes it depends. The white detail, the full gold package, it takes what it takes. So as you know, when you're chasing that level of perfection, it's hard to make plans at weekends because you end up working 12-hour days on the Monday to get head start for the Tuesday, to get head start for the Wednesday. Do you want to look around?
Yeah, look around. It's called white details.
Yep.
You've got white walls, white floor, white ceiling,
and
a lot of light.
Yes. Yeah.
So you've got things that you've done with the spots and the diffuse lights and the wall lights that really work for this whole space.
Sure.
Is that something you decided or designed, or how did you get to that?
In the last sort of 3-4 years, there's been a lot of research put into the dark walls and how it absorbs the light as it's more focused. Perhaps if I were to do it again, there may be 1 or 2 feature walls at a darker shade, but when you spend the time in here that we do you want to be spending 12 hours a day in a coffin in a real dark scenario? We can manipulate this light. There's no natural light pouring in here. When I see shops that have got skylights and massive huge windows, and reflections kill the finish. You can't see what you're hoping to see because you've got tons of natural light pouring on the panel. But a lot of the time we'll kill the big lights actually. The scan grip lights behind you there, we've got the handheld scan grip lights. We can manipulate the light to what we need.
Like just, for instance, on the Bentley right now, it's just you have lots of different reference points that you can pull from, which is probably my favorite thing, because that's one of the things that most detailers don't ever think about. You know, maybe they use a headlamp, maybe they don't.
Yes.
But being able to have at least one spot where you can only ever see what's in front of your face, but if you can have, some sort of reference to then pull back from and maybe walk around and follow that and see, and that really helps.
The diffuse lights and panel lights obviously will show different things to what spotlights do as well.
Yeah.
The diffuse lights are ideally, we could probably do with more. This sign where we're stood, there's little light down here because it's a bay, it's another bay, so maybe a temporary wall or a dolly with a panel on the side. For coatings, you can see the high spots in any smudges or smears.
Well, and one of the big things that I love is that you've got a flush in-floor lift.
Yes.
So that makes it nice.
It is.
It's the one thing that I look at in my house, in my garage, as I've been kind of detailing again on my own just for fun, is going like, I'm really getting too old to lay on the concrete and polish the lowers.
I don't miss the days. So with the wheelie stalls, Terry and I typically will pick a side of the car each. We'll start with the bonnet and the roof, take it in turns, we'll then just work down the side of the car. And we'll treat the lower portion of the door or the side skirt the same as we would the middle of the bonnet or the hood. And it is that clarity and that sort of perfection we're looking for in chasing to the ramp. It's by far the best tool in the shop, really. To have that flexibility of the height, the exhaust boxes and the side skirts, areas that typically you can't reach on your
or never get done.
And usually you won't often find that maybe the owner of the car, the hands and knees of a torch feeling in these intricate areas, but we know it's done.
Yeah.
That's the reason as the YouTube channel, that's why I picked up the camera, because we're doing these areas, they're going unnoticed.
Right.
So having a tool like this to be able to access them areas and enable us to work more efficiently and effectively for a better job, it's easier to showcase that on the camera.
Yeah, you doing this, I will say, I think just because of YouTube, caused more detailers to follow suit.
Perhaps.
And do lifts. So kudos to you for that. Was that like a plan? Was that something that
it was in from day one?
You wanted?
Yeah, it was in from day one. The brand Automotive do on floor ramps as well, but because this was a clean slate, we had the concrete poured, we had the pit dug to the dimensions of the channel for the cables to go through. It was the perfect time.
That's awesome.
If I was to do this again, have a bigger shop and bigger setup, it would be the same. I'd do the same thing for sure. It's ideal.
But one of the things I noticed when watching your channel is how organized you have everything.
Okay.
To a degree.
Yep.
But you've got all the right accessories. Like you've got your washer, you've got your sink, and then you've got this great little cabinet set up along with your toolbox and things like that. Was this just added, or was this over time? Like you kind of thought about, this is how I want to utilize this?
I mean, previous units, the last place I was, I literally on Gumtree eBay sourced an old kitchen.
Okay.
Kitchen cabinets, just ideal storage facilities to be able to put polished compounds, IPAs, drawers for towels, applicators for accessories, scissors and Stanley blades and various bits. But clean slate, the ramp, new builds, new kitchen units, sort of geeking out the colour schemes to try and keep it blended in. Interior cupboard, mostly. This is sort of like a cupboard that we get and send gifts and products in. Product demonstrations and testing. But it gets more interesting sort of down this end. This really is
everything you're actually utilizing.
Kind of quick detailing, wax. Don't so much use wax much anymore. Glass cleaners, all-in-one polishes, metal polishes, kamikaze water spot, various coatings from the past, SiO2 sort of sprays. The shelf here, the scan grip lamps, charging dock, needs to be live YouTube subscriber count. It's pretty nifty.
That's nice to have.
At times we'll get a ka-ching +1 as a new subscriber come to the channel. Kamikaze premium Zapan coating, which we're using now. What else we got? So it's not the most organised. I guess a lot of people would like to see it all folded and properly colour coordinated.
But you're actively using that.
It is. It's a live shop. It's every place has a purpose. So I know exactly. All these are clean. They've all been used once. They've gone into the wash, the tumble dryer, air dried into these. So mostly here, actually.
You got one.
Ka-ching, there we go. 2 Spectrum towels here. These will be used on the Bentley in the next couple of hours for a general wipe down. So we've got the coatings to go. So wipe down towels, glass towels, sort of general purpose. Under the sink here, I won't show you, this is disgusting. The engine bay towels, dirty rags for sort of oily calipers and unknown sort of jobs. This one will be the E365. So we'll use these for general polish removal, residue removal. IPAs, we'll grab an IPA bottle each. That will sit on there. We'll have one in a penny each. We'll have a small cut down section for hand polishing behind handles, underneath the side skirts. General dirty rags that we don't want to contaminate a nice rag with. Polish the inside of the side skirt and stuff. The tool chest.
The tool chests are unique in the sense, one, they're white.
Sure.
In the US, they're always red and black, so.
It's very expensive that as well. With the machines inside of it, every sort of Rupes machine, the 21, 15, 2
Stitching cords.
Various accessories, tapes, rotary backing plates. When was the last time you saw me using a rotary? If I spin it around. A long time ago, we used to utilize the lamps on the side. But now, not so much with the scan grip tripods. We've got a full range of lighting options with the tripods as opposed to wheeling that around, and it's a bit cumbersome and heavy. Just having the work surface on a general normal working day, it's a bit cluttered. There's cables, there's gloves, there's machines, there's compounds, there's covered in dust. Normally, if you do that, it would be disgusting. But knowing you guys are here,
give it a quick wipe down.
Do a nice clean. It's a bit
that's all right.
Covered in polish and splats.
Let's go outside to check out where you wash. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. So my first thing I noticed is the pavers,
Yeah.
and that one allows for drainage, which is very nice.
It's a nice hard surface. Yeah, they were already here. This yard behind us was the scrubland, but the wall behind you and the paving, the drainage in place already for washing is ideal. That was there to begin with. So it's a nice contained courtyard. You can hear how quiet it is today.
Yeah.
But we're lucky with the sun up until about lunchtime, and then the sun sort of comes around. As you can see, currently there's no shade. But one of my next projects will be to get 3 or 4 anchors in the wall behind you, 2 or 3 in this wall, and get a canopy or a sail shade on there just to help out on the really hot days. We have a water filter system that's in place, and if I'm honest, there's very little that comes through where we're washing for a maintenance wash. Most of the washing, the wet work done, is for the paint correction or something.
Right, you're going to work on it anyway, so it's not a big.
But it would still be nice to have that shade sort of in place.
But just for comfort.
Absolutely. The trolley jack will come outside, we'll raise the vehicle up, wheels off, flush the arches, do the full wet work, engine bay detailing, general sort of wet work and 2-stage contamination. We'll use the car park to dry the discs off. I make a big point of making sure, you know what it's like, you set the car indoors after it's washed and the discs just go bright.
Yeah, the moment that you do drive it, if you're done detailing it squeals and...
Yeah, I once followed, in the previous premises, I followed a customer back to his property, a nice marble work surface, and he wanted some photos of the Ibis white Audi R8 in his workshop finished. I didn't have the option or chance to do that in the last place. Followed him home. The gloss black wheels were orange. Like, that's embarrassing. That'll never happen again. So we do that, give the car a little rinse off again indoors. But it's a 3-bay unit, so we've got the double bay this side, we've got the drains off the roof and the security cameras between the main road, and having the Bentley indoors. It's compass 7 cameras, so it's a site. It's sort of extremely secure.
Yeah. So you got your 3 doors.
Yeah.
You got your man door, which is very secure, which I noticed. I really like that. This is the first bay. Obviously, you're saying it's very tight in and out of, but that's kind of a spare workspace.
Spare workspace storage.
Yeah.
Sometimes even if the car's finished and it's just covered up for a week before the client can collect the car, it's left to one side, no problem. Whilst the main bay.
This is the main one with the lift and everything in it.
Yeah,
which is
that's
nice.
the main sort of workshop.
And then you've got this 3rd bay, which you don't always show on the the channel.
Well, hop in, have a look. It's a side sort of separate bay for handover and storage. Again, it's nice to have the options. And
oh, nice! You got it.
Sorry, wasn't expecting anybody over here. Sorry, Jim. This is kind of strange. Anyways, just hanging out here at the White Detail Shop. 3rd bay. This is what goes on in the 3rd bay, apparently. Just drinking a cup of coffee here, hanging out on my new Raptor. Got my goggles on, and this is pretty awesome.
So apparently it's to let Anthony play in here.
Yeah. Well, welcome. I'm gonna give you a tour here of the shop here. So we have some really cool things I want to point out. So one of my favorite things. We all know that Jim takes off emblems, right, when he's doing his full white details, and it's pretty...
I can't take you seriously right now with the goggles.
I like the colour coordination, actually.
It actually matches.
Is it the mustache you can't take me seriously with, or the goggles?
Most of the mustache.
All right, that's what I thought.
The goggles actually aren't that bad.
So what I think is really cool, one of my favorite things in the shop, is this thing right here. What is this?
There's a story. So there's a top drawer of the toolbox, which... a 320D emblem would get chucked in there, Volvo XC90 emblems. It's just a graveyard of badges. Terry, bless him, took it on himself as a Christmas gift to be able to sort of do a personalisation. It's all very sort of personalised. I mean, as you can see, there's a T1, 7, and a 3 for the M3. That says Jim. There's there's all sorts.
Yeah.
Helen, my sister, Sheila, my mum. There's 1 or 2 bits that I still haven't worked out yet. Yeah. Terry likes to do this sort of hands and engineering.
That's a lot of thought that went into that. That's an incredible amount of thought. That's a very good gift. Yeah, so they give us a walk around back here. So obviously got my this is mine. So brought it here from the US. Shipping was a little tough. But other than that though, this is where you will typically extra car storage for people that are parking this in the meantime before you pull it over into the next bay, correct?
Correct, yes. I still prefer the handover to be next door because you get option to stand further back from the car. You can take it all in and absorb more. If there's a full-size car in here, you're on top of it quite a lot, actually. But As a separate individual bay that's partitioned off, again, if there's a car there's just two spare spaces, whereby if we've got a car dropped off early or one that's been delayed for pickup, we've got options. The kitchen, this is the proper kitchen where we do
good kitchen and bathroom.
Bathroom. Yeah. The TV is never really on. Occasionally we'll put, if there's an M3 being picked up, we'll dig out an M3 vlog from the White Details archive and just stick it on in the background. Fridge, microwave, all the convenience. And
this is still a very private area, right? So some people would see this. My first impression would say, is this an area that a customer, like a waiting area? Because it kind of feels like that. Anyways, so wax area with a TV, I'd say this is something that I would maybe expect a customer to wait in while we're finishing up their car. But this is so privately organized. This is so private that would never be a thing.
Sure.
So really, the chair is more for
looks.
us.
It's for us. Whilst one of us is getting dinner ready, it's just a comfy chair.
Kind of hang out, sit down.
You're right. There isn't a waiting area as such. It is the case of Mr. White, your vehicle is ready for collection. We'll be there at 8 in the morning. There's not really passing train to come through here to have an Xbox or PlayStation set up for people to be playing Forza at the same time. Only recently we've had to leave one car outside for handover for collection. It was a Mini Cooper JCW, because there's a Range Rover SVR parts outside for the wash and decontamination. Wash is complete, get the car started, move it inside, get onto the polishing. The car was dead, there's just no life at all. It had an electrical fart, it just really wasn't happy. But it was a 3-ton dead weight outside. But when the Mini was in the far bay, obviously the Ranger was blocking access for this customer to pick the car up. We had to do a 7-point turn next door, the Mini, to be able to reverse it around and very, very tightly squeeze it by. But that is in the recent vlog episode which has been posted. But other than that, the cars are always handed over indoors. There are the options there.
But you still have all the good lighting, so everything, all the lighting that we loved in that studio, you still have the LED kind of spotlighting with these diffused lights.
95% of it is in there, but if I'm doing coatings on fire lines and I need to be contained and away from any dust or polishing or wetness, perhaps a car will come in here after the wash to be clay barred and blow and dry in here. Before we do a switch around, this car's then onto the ramp, that car's in here. The pickup, the floors are squeegeed. It's always a massive amount of work in actually just maintaining the floor and squeegeeing and mopping and keeping the place presentable. As we said earlier, next door, residue control. One of my next investments, which I'm waiting on, is a dust extractor unit to be able to help to clean the air, to stop lint so much on the panels, and the polishing of the net does kick up a lot of that. So this being separate to all that, it actually is quite nice. So that's it. So we're back now into, I suppose, the double bay where we started. The compressor, a very useful bit of kit. It's a vane compressor, so actually extremely silent. The last one was just god awful noise.
Spend money on a good air compressor because it will just save your sanity.
It does.
A lot of guys are always like, but I can pick this one up for $150 at Harbor Freight. It will rattle your teeth by the end of the day.
It was still only, I think it was less than £400. So
it's definitely worth it. I'm always about a good air compressor.
The ramp obviously plumbed in under your feet through to the ramp there. More toolbox for various heat guns, battery chargers. Unfortunately, these don't work. They're not plumbed in. They are genuine, but they're just a nice showpiece.
Yeah, they're a nice decoration.
A vintage BP pump.
And then, you've got everything that you need to do everything that you want on this. That's what's so cool. Well, this has been awesome, Jake. Thank you for bringing us here and having us do all this. So, for those of you that haven't ever checked out White Details, tell them about your channel.
Sure, yeah. Obviously, vehicle detailing, it's not so much tests or product reviews, or there's an occasional Q&As, but we just like the car's journey from point A to point B, before and after. It's the journey of the car's process, start to finish. We're highlighting some of the industry areas, and there's an education part to it as well. There's a fun, humorous side of Terry and I, hopefully, and a bit of music that is quite timely, and it does take a while. So the White Details vlogs for the White Details job, they're 30-minute videos, so that's perhaps equating to 14, 15 hours of editing. So if we're not in here on the hands-on work with the wheels and the paint, there's a lot of work behind the scenes with the emails and inquiries and the editing as well. But White Details on YouTube, White Details on Instagram if you'd like to know more. Instagram is behind the scenes, sort of daily updates and updates that way. When the time's right, if the transformation's a decent, nice car, nice journey, we'll pick up the camera.
Well, cool. Thanks for having us, man. I appreciate it.
Great
Thanks
stuff.
for letting us come out and do this, and then we're going to be hanging out at Wax Stop.
Yeah, we'll see you on Sunday.
It'll be even better. So, as always, guys, you can like, comment, share this video with your friends, and as always, stay tuned for more videos right here at the Rag Company YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.